Hi, and welcome to this module on choosing your place of business. Now, thanks to the internet, that dimension of your business has changed dramatically. What do I mean by that? Not so long ago, the address that you have said a lot about your business, especially if you're in the service industry. There's streets, there's neighborhoods, there are business towers that are very prestigious. And if you show a direction in those type of places, then you position yourself as an elite or a very high executive or consultant. Now, that has changed quite a bit with respect to internet. Internet came in and gave tools that kind of countered that. I mean, obviously, you still have some sort of prestige and things like that, especially if you receive clients to your place of business. If you're a doctor, if you're a health practitioner, and you cannot go and see your clients need to come and see you. That has changed, but to a certain level. Now, internet, your website, being accessible, all of those things are dimensions that are becoming more and more important and that are taking some part of the budget that you would pay for a prestige location. Now, let's be a little bit more clear about this, because I feel that I'm being a little bit abstract. Now, if you have a retail store, if you are a health practitioner, those are two things that I've seen in the marketplace where you have a few options for you. For example, if you're a retail store, well, you can be into a retail mall. The prices are very steep, but they justify the price because they will create goodwill. You will have people coming into the mall and the merchant association will do advertising, will give out flyers into the neighborhood, will have advertising in newspapers, websites, all sorts of people, to organize events, all of that to create traffic. Now, you're not just renting the box, the 4 or the 3 walls and the ceiling, you're renting all of the people coming through. So the idea behind that is you're substituting part of your marketing budget for a higher rent so that you have people passing in front of your store. Same thing can be said for health practitioners. You do have clinics that will rent out offices to professionals. Now, the same idea applies. You have a goodwill or you have traffic of people in need of health services, and they're coming through the clinic, and for that, the health practitioners or the owner of the clinic will charge you a premium for that. Now, what you have to do now, if you're considering those options, is to sit down and say, okay, if the premium that I'm paying for being there is justifying the traffic that I will generate, and if I can take the same amount of money or maybe less in some instances and create my own traffic. Now that's something that internet has provided you with. Before, creating your own traffic was a little bit more costly. Now with social media, content marketing, email marketing, and all those things, you can create your own traffic, and sometimes you can end up on the positive side of your overall budget, keeping some money in your own pocket. So that is a reflection that you need to do. Also, I mean, those are the options for you receiving clients into your place of business. It is even more so if you don't have a lot of traffic to your business. For example, if you're a freelancer, more and more people are working from home. If you need to meet people, there's a lot of options out there that will give you a part-time office or part-time conference room for your meetings, for your get-togethers, your staff meeting, and all that. So you don't necessarily have anymore to pay a fixed amount of money to have an office that is not fully utilized. What are some of the options out there? Well, you have co-working space that are becoming more and more widespread. You have temp office buildings or business centers that will rent on demand. You also have, and that's one thing that I've had the pleasure of experiencing more and more, you can do a lot of meetings remotely. You can use either Skype, Hangout, or there's a multitude. GoToMeeting is another one that I've used to do your meetings face-to-face, to do your interviews, to do your whatever you need to do. So you have access to those tools. So you don't necessarily have to have something that is fixed and you can pay as you go. Obviously, you need to have a very decent environment. You have to have a good presentation to be able to do that. When I mean good presentation, a nice setup in your house as an office, so that when people see, they feel like they are into a real office. So you have now a lot of options, and you don't necessarily have to fork out a lot of money for something that is no longer as useful as it used to be. For a lot of businesses, it still is, but for a lot of smaller businesses, you can control your costs by saving on office space. All right. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, and make sure that you pass the word around for this video. Thank you.